Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 6. I want to present about UI UX in HCI. Before we start this presentation, let's introduce ourselves first. Uh, my name is Gusas Abidegifar.
My name is Farhanila Masa Rahmatullah.
My name is Aditya Ramzani.
My name is Haidar Kadafi.
My name is Sujendra Mamelia.
With introduction out of the way, let's start with the first slide. The first is what is UI? So UI is basically stand for user interface, and the second point is UI is about the product's visual appearance, including the layout, buttons, and colors. So the third point is it has two main components: input for the user to give comments or anything, and the output where the system provide the feedbacks of the comments user was provide. Uh, the last point is there are three interface that user will interact with. The first is physical, the second is perceptual, and last is conceptual. Next slide. The first one is physical. The physical element is about the user feeling, like what they can see, what they can feel, and what they can hear. Like the first image, there is a old grandpa that physically touch the screen. He's touching the screen, so it's interact with physical. The second is perceptual. Perceptual is about what user can what user can know by just looking at it. Like the example here is there is a GIF for loading process. So the user know the app or the application is currently progress. The last for this interaction is conceptual. The last one is what user can instantly know from the visual. Like as you can see here is there are some indicator for batteries. For the far left icon is indicates that the battery is full, while the next one is about 18%, and is all to the red bar. So user will know that the battery of the device is urgent to charge. For the next slide is presented with my friend.
What is UX? It stands for UX experience. UX is about the experience a user has with the app site service. General speaking, to cover all the feelings, thought, and or action people take. What the difference? UI focus on creating visual the appealing and aesthetically pleasing. Meanwhile, UX focus more on the process and step needed to achieve a good overall experience.
Okay, so now I will explain how do UI and UX works together. So, one useful model for understanding where the steps overlap and differ is the five elements of UX design from James Garrett. So this is the models of 5 elements of UI design. The first I will explain from the bottom one is strategy. So strategy is the foundation of UX design. The strategy defines what the user needs and what product is trying to achieve. So strategy ensures that the interface is not only functional, but also meaningful and aligned with real user goals. The next layer is scope. Scope translates the strategy into specific features and requirements. At this stage, we decide what the product will and will not include. So the design stay focused and avoids unnecessary complexity. The next layer is structure. The structure organizes how the system works, including user flow and how information is arranged. It ensures that users can move through the interface logically without confusion or extra steps. Next layer is skeleton. Skeleton defines the layout of interface, placement of buttons, menus, image, and text. The goal is to guide the user's attentions and make interaction smooth and intuitive. And the top layer is the UI layer, which is a surface. This is the visual layer, the colors, typography, icons, and overall look. The surface must be clear and consistent because good visual helps users understand the interface more easily. So now this group will explain one scope of human that needs specific attention at UI UX designing, which is the elderly. So modern UI UX design increasingly considers accessibility, including the needs of elderly users. As technology becomes essential in daily life, interface must remain usable for older adults as well. And why do elderly users need special UI UX attention? It's because they have physical limitations like reduced visions, so they hard to read small text, they hard to see low contrast on the screen, then they have motor difficulties, they are hard to tap small touch targets like the image here, it's difficult. Then they have emotional and confidence factors. They are fear of making mistakes, they have low digital confidence, and they avoid using apps entirely. And last aspect, they the cognitive is not same like us. They have slower information processing and they have difficult at remembering icons and navigation paths. Okay, so the how we design a proper UI UX to accommodate all the human like the elderly. So we use 10 usability heuristics for interface design as a reference for designing UI UX that is accessible and usable for all users, including the elderly. Here we use Nielsen's 10 usability heuristics. The first one is visibility of system status, then match between system and real world, user control and freedom, consistency and standards, error prevention, recognition rather than recall, flexibility and efficiency of use, aesthetic and minimalistic design, help user recognize, diagnose, and recover from errors, and help and documentation.
What heuristics are most helpful for elderly user? Let's start with the first heuristic, visibility of system status. This principle is crucial for elderly user because it helps them understand what the system is doing at any moment. For example, like loading indicator, status message, or icon like email and card provides clear feedback. This reduces function and builds confidence, especially for users who may not be familiar with digital interface. The second heuristic is recognition rather than recall. This means users should not be forced to remember information from one screen to another. Instead, options should be visible and easy recognized. For elderly users, this is especially helpful. For instance, showing font size option directly in the toolbar makes it easier for them to find any feature without having to search or memorize them. Next. The third heuristic is consistency and standard for early user. Familiar layouts and predictable patterns and essential. They help reduce cognitive load and make navigation smoother. When the interface follow common standard like placing button in expect location or using familiar icon, it becomes easier for user to learn and remember how to use the system. Next is error prevention. Elderly user may experience motor limitation, so it's important to design interface that minimize the chance of mistake. Using our touch target, clear button, and simple layout help prevent accidental taps or selection. This makes the experience safe and more comfortable. Finally, we have helped user recover from errors. Mistakes are inevitable, so the system should support record-free features like back, undo, and confirmation dialog give user a sense of control. For early user, this reduces fear and builds confidence, knowing they can fix error without starting order.
Okay, next I will demonstrate why Google Maps is considered a good UI UX implementation. Okay, first Google Maps present very complex data like a route, traffic, routes, and live locations in a way that is simple and easy to understand. The app use clear visual elements such as colors, icons, and highlight routes lines to help users focus on what matters. Next, the interactions are natural. We can zoom out, and move around the map using simple gesture like pinch, drag, and tap. Google Maps also gives real-time feedback. Your location moves instantly, traffic update lives, and the routes automatically automatically adjust if a faster path is available. Like misal kita dari rumah jalan ke Bundaran HI, di sini semisal kita jalan, maka lokasi kita langsung berubah sesuai yang sedang kita tempuh. The visual hierarchy is clean. Important elements like route are bold, while street names and extra details fade until you zoom in. Next up. Okay, next I will demonstrate why BCA Mobile is considered a good UI UX implementation. Okay, first BCA Mobile provides essential banking features in a simple and easy to understand interface like this. Despite handling complex tasks like transfers, queries, and e-wallet top-ups, the the apps keeps the layout clean and not overwhelming. Overwhelming. The most important features such as transfer, balance check, e-wallet center, and queries are placed in location that user can access instantly. Di sini jadi gampang kita buat semisal mau transfer, di sini ada tulisan transfer. Terus kalau mau pakai QRIS payment di sini ada QRIS di bawah sini. Dan semisal kita mau top up e-wallet, kita bisa flash misalnya. The most next, BCA Mobile offers strong security. It use PIN login, OTP for transaction, and device binding. Seperti semisal kita mau login masuk ke BCA Mobile kita harus masukin kode akses kita dulu. Dan semisal kita mau transfer ke orang juga kita harus eh, masukin kata sandi dulu, PIN BCA-nya.
So I think that's pretty much from what group has presented. We would like to apologize if there was mistakes, and thank you for your attention until now. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.